I've seen so many YouTube shorts about achieving your fitness goals, doing it while tired, doing it while you don't want to. So I really don't want to go walk on the treadmill because I milked this morning and I would much rather just sit and scroll my phone. But I'm gonna go walk on the treadmill and watch some YouTube in my pajama shorts and my fuzzy Crocs with the sport mode on. Because I have goals and I want to achieve them and I want to move my body today. I want to do this. I'm privileged to get to do this. I am strong and I can do hard things and I am capable of achieving my goals and only I am standing in my way of stopping them. So we're gonna do this. Gonna put my AirPods in, got my iPad locked and loaded, and we're gonna go walk on the treadmill. I got this. I freaking got this. My thoughts are not facts. My thoughts are not facts. Happy Wednesday. We are going to hit legs today. It is like 8:30 and I hope to be out of here by 8:45, so that's 15 minutes. We got to make some pre-workout. I did microdose today. I took a bit higher of a dosage, 200 milligrams. So I'm hoping that like kicks in and like boosts my mood a little bit, helps me focus on my tasks because there is a lot that I would like to get done today. But yeah, let's make our pre-workout. Like the last 2 days, the Revolution Nutrition TNT in Candy Peach and about 3/4 of a scoop. That's more than 3/4, but not quite a full one. Just because there's a lot of caffeine in this and I don't know if I need all of that. But this morning I did some fasted cardio. I went for a walk with my mom. I've had a morning already. I did a couple loads of laundry. Things have been better. I'm trying to not spiral because if you watched my last video on Monday, things were not good. Oh my gosh. I was really struggling mentally on Monday and I still am, but I'm trying to cut myself off. I think you're very crooked. Better? I don't know. I'm trying to cut myself off before I get too far down the rabbit hole with my negative thoughts. Mostly, I think everybody hates me, and that in turn causes myself to hate me, and I don't want to hate me. I want to love myself, and I want to take care of myself. So I just need to stop thinking about what other people think of me. And my mantra for today is my thoughts are not facts. Yeah, sorry. group chat from the weekend was just going off and pictures were being sent, and that gives me severe anxiety thinking about pictures being sent, just in general. I don't know. It just sets me on edge when there is like follow-ups in the group chat after a social event. I am just scared that somebody's gonna like call me out or rain me out for something. So I'm always on edge when it comes to that kind of stuff. Anyways, it was fine. It's all good. Everything is okay. I'm safe. I'm okay. I've been telling myself a lot of like affirmations recently, being like, I'm okay. I am safe. I'm not in danger. There is no threat. I am okay. I am safe, and giving myself some hugs because emotionally I am very unstable, like super unstable. And it's like, I feel very fragile right now, and that I am one comment away from a mental breakdown. And this is not a good feeling to have. I feel constantly on edge. The caffeine, maybe not a great idea for that feeling, but honestly, oh well, it is what it is. Can't do too much about that. I slept really great last night. I went to bed nice and early. I actually got up before my alarm this morning, so I kind of just like embraced it and got up. It was only like 20 minutes earlier, but still, I'm like, you know what? Instead of just lying here in bed, I'm ready to get up and start my day. And I'm very happy I did. Very grateful I did. So I got up, went for a walk with my mom, came back, had some breakfast. Yesterday I went out for breakfast with a couple of my friends, and I got some French toast and potatoes. And then I ended up bringing half that home. So that was a win. That was a small win for me. I didn't eat until I felt sick at the restaurant, because typically I would have just kept eating until my plate was clean. But I like checked in with myself and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat all of this right now. So I didn't. I brought half of it home and I had breakfast for today. I also added 2 extra eggs just to bulk it up a little bit and to have more protein in it. So that was really nice as well. But yeah, I don't know where I put my shaker cup, so that's why I'm drinking out of this cup in a straw. Another thing that I'm really thinking about mentally is like, I think so much about me. So other people have their own ways of doing stuff and are probably only thinking about themselves too. Like, I am not that important to take up that much mental space in other people's minds or to affect them that deeply. I just really zoom in on myself and my actions, which is good in a sense of holding myself accountable, but sometimes I cross that line into punishment, and that I'm constantly punishing myself and beating myself up for things instead of just letting go and moving on, which I have always had a hard time with. But I am slowly figuring it out. I am telling myself affirmations every day. I am reassuring myself that I'm okay, that things are gonna be all right. Things will figure themselves out. I am only in control of so much. And I have come to the conclusion that I am a perfectionist in this sense of like social perfectionism, that I expect social interactions to go a certain way. And when they don't go exactly how I have it planned, I take it out on myself and I berate myself and make me feel like a disappointment and that I let myself down. I cannot control social interactions. I have no control over other people, but when things don't go exactly how I want them to and how I have them planned out in my head, it really deeply upsets me and makes me feel like an utter disappointment and that I am a failure in all aspects of life, which is not true. Like, I can only control how I react to situations. And I think I handled things very well this past weekend, despite some of the conflicting personalities that were there. So that was fun. But that just comes from the people pleasing too, my perfectionism, people pleasing. This is just a whole therapy conversation I need to have next Wednesday, the 20th. I can't wait to go to therapy. But that's another thing. I try to perfect my therapy. Like, I rehearse my therapy appointment in my head, and if it doesn't go exactly how I wanted it to or exactly how I had it planned out, if my therapist does not respond how I expect her to, then I get upset. I think that then I just wasted my whole therapy session because I didn't talk about what I wanted to talk about. I didn't have the conversation I practiced. This is like a severe thing for me, and I am realizing it. I'm aware of it, but it deeply bothers me, and I'm trying to let go of it and trying to be less controlling. Um, yeah, anyways, there's a little like info dump for you. But that's why I like my YouTube videos, because I can just pour out everything. And I hope some of you can relate to this, because if not, then I feel very alone. Not really, but it even goes down to my workouts and to my eating and to my habits and routines and stuff. Like, I need to be all or nothing. Like, it needs to be perfect every single day, every single time. And if it's not, then I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. Like, I messed up one little thing. So then that just erases all of the work I've put into it and all of the progress. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, one slip up ruins everything for me. And I really am trying hard to not be of that mentality, because that's not true. I am human. I am going to make mistakes, but just because one mistake happens doesn't mean it discredits everything else I've worked towards or everything else I've done in every sense. Like, eating wise, if I eat a piece of chocolate, that doesn't discredit the well-balanced breakfast I had. That doesn't mean I can't turn around and have a nutritious meal after that chocolate. That is just one little glimpse, but in my mind, I zoom in on that mistake and blow it up, and that's all I can see, that's all I can focus, and that takes up everything. I see in black and white. I don't have a very gray area in my life, of all things, and that is hard to live with. And things aren't black and white. Sure, some situations may be, but when it comes to the human life, it is a gray frickin' area, and I just need to accept that. But I'm in denial. I have realized that, and I have become aware of it, so now I can work on it. Anyways, cheers to that little therapy session. I have 10 minutes till I want to leave, so I need to finish this and then head on out the door. We're home from the gym. As you saw, I needed to go lay down on the grass a little bit with my dogs, because I'm just not having a good time. I'm not thriving. I am barely surviving. Anyways, I made my oatmeal with blueberries and a whey drip. Honestly, my whey drip, perfection. If not, that would have been my 13th reason. Actually, it would have been the 12th, because I made chicken and it turned out also perfect. That would have been my 13th reason. If I cooked 3 chicken breasts and butchered them, I truly believe that would have sent me over the edge. But they're perfect. What I did is I took 3 chicken breasts, cut them in half, seasoned them, broiled them for like 8.5 minutes on each side, and they are actually perfect. They are juicy. They are cooked. That is important, because ain't nobody wants salmonella. Every time I go to the friggin' gym, it is busy as hail. So I have not recorded yet, because I go to a small town gym where I know quite literally everybody there. And sometimes I am a shy little gal and don't want to vlog. I'm still trying to figure out the timing of when I want to go, because I don't know. I think like 11:30 is the perfect time, but that's perfect. This morning, for some reason, I thought I should go at like 9 o'clock, and that does not work for me, I've realized. That's good. That's really good. At least my food tastes good today. For that, I'm thankful. My perfect consistency for whey drip is like icing. Not quite drizzable, not quite drizzy, not like a drizzle, a little thicker.
Yeah, the gym was fine. Like, I felt pretty strong. I almost cried a few times just because I really wasn't feeling in it. I was overwhelmed. I wasn't anxious. I was thinking a lot about other people looking at me because there's this one guy there and like, he's just really weird and it's just this whole situation. And he was there and I was just overly aware that he was there and I was doing legs, specifically glutes. So I just get a little bit insecure. I still did a great workout. I pushed myself. I did give up on the stairs because I'm a little bitch today and I was not having it. I was only gonna do 10 minutes and I think I tapped out after 5. But I still went. I went to the gym and I showed up and that's what's important. I did my fasted cardio this morning, so we can't be perfect. And this is the mindset I'm trying to have. This is what we talked about earlier. Doing something is better than not doing anything. So I am proud of myself for going to the gym, even though I really didn't want to. I did 3 killer moves and 4 I think. And that's what matters. I'm gonna sit down, eat this, probably watch some Netflix, maybe take a bath. Honestly, might have a nap at some point too. We shall see. I'm not sure if Dustin's coming over for lunch or not. I also told my mom I was gonna make chili for supper. My nap might have to wait. Happy Friday. Today is a rest day for me. I did some fasted cardio this morning. I went for a walk with my mom, but I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym. To be quite honest, my legs are so sore. I am in so much pain. I had a really great upper body day yesterday, so I think I'm just gonna take the day, not do too much. I am gonna go to Costco later, but for breakfast, I have 3 eggs topped with Swiss cheese, some ketchup, and then 2 rice cakes with a whey drip. I'm gonna eat this. I'm watching a movie on Netflix. I'm watching Mind Cage about the serial killer. And then there's a copycat of that serial killer and they're trying to figure out who it is. It's pretty good actually. I recognize the main actress who plays the character Mary, but I don't know where from and I keep meaning to look it up, but anybody else need to do that? Like if you recognize somebody, then you need to figure out where you recognize them from because that's what I do with every single TV show or movie I watch. I'm like, I know them, but from where? But where? I can't just enjoy it and just think like, oh yeah, I know them. I recognize that actress. I need to know from where. Hey, happy Monday. I am going to wrap up this video, but I wanted to give a debrief about my weekend and how I lived this weekend to fit my goals and to keep not only my physical health, but my mental health in check. Because if you watched last week's video, literally a week ago, last Monday, I was super depressed. I couldn't function. I could barely speak. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was very anxious, depressed, like I mentioned. Thought the world was ending, felt worthless, and like a piece of shit. Fast forward to today, I feel great. I feel very happy. I feel energized. That is because I had 1 alcoholic beverage this weekend and didn't drink until I wanted to die, quite frankly. We went to our friend's cottage and like everybody we went with are like enjoy drinking, enjoy the social aspect of drinking. And when you're at a cottage, that's typically what you do. People enjoy beverages and I'm not judging anybody who did, but I just have realized I can't do that because I enjoy a drink in the moment, but then literally every moment after that, I am very anxious and hate it and regret drinking. So I went into this with the mindset I'm not drinking. I don't want to drink. I want to feel great the next day. And Friday night did not have a drink at all. I had a energy drink on our way up to the cottage and then just had my water. Saturday I did have 1 drink, but this drink lasted me all day and I don't even think I finished it. I started my drink at like 11:30, 12. It was a strawberry lemonade cottage springs. So that shit I love. So I think I started it right around lunchtime. So like 12 o'clock and sipped on it. And I don't think I finished it at all. Like periodically throughout the day, I'd have little sips here or there if we playing like card games or something. But I just wasn't feeling it. And then Sunday we went to the Royal Winter Fair. Oh, it was so much fun. It was the rodeo day and Amber Marshall was hosting it. She plays Amy Fleming off of Heartland, the show. It was just awesome. It was like a dream come true. It was like little me would be so excited, and I was so excited, and I got very emotional. Like I almost cried quite a few times, and I think it was just a relief because the weekend was done. I didn't drink. I felt great about it. I was very proud of myself. I mean, eating wise, like, so that was like drinking. Drinking was great. No issues there. Very proud of my self-control. I just don't think alcohol is for me, and I know I say this time and time again, but this was a huge accomplishment for me because everybody was drinking, everybody was doing shots, and nobody made me feel weird about it. Nobody questioned it. I was a little anxious about that. People like not peer pressuring me, but just asking why I wasn't drinking and making a deal about it, but nobody did, thankfully, and I am super, super happy about that. And relieved, and I didn't think they would, but you just never know. You never know with how those things are gonna go. And then in regards to eating, we were really only there for 3 meals, lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the Saturday. And I was just mindful about what I ate. We had eggs, bacon, sausages, and English muffins for breakfast. And then I was in charge of lunch, so it was like sandwiches, buns, cold cut meats, tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, things like that. It was just very balanced. And then dinner is a whole other thing. We literally just ate chicken. That really irritated me, but I'm not gonna get into it because whatever, but literally the couple in charge of dinner just cooked a chicken and we ate it off of a plate. But mind you, these people were drunk and whatever. It is what it is. But I also packed some protein bars for myself, so I had one of those. I also made a taco dip, so we were kind of picking away at that throughout the day too. So I was just mindful, and like there were some brownies. I did have a couple of those like little 2-bite brownies just because I expected this weekend to not be perfect, and I was loose. I just wasn't harsh on myself about what we were eating because I wasn't in control of 2/3 of our meal. I was in control of my portion sizes, and I was mindful of that. But I just wasn't going to be too hard on myself. And then I had some coffee. I was really on Diet Cokes. I bought those at Costco when I went last week. So I brought some Diet Cokes with me. I had a couple of my Alani drinks and then just a shit ton of water. It was pretty uneventful, but I'm happy I stayed sober and was actually present in everything we were doing and in control of all of my faculties. And I remember everything. I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel shameful. I don't feel guilt. I feel great. And I especially didn't want to be depressed and anxious going to the Royal because I was really looking forward to going there and wanted to enjoy it and be fully present and in the moment, and I was. And like this feeling right now, talking to you guys and explaining how my weekend went, feels so much better than me sitting on the couch last week and being depressed and ultimately wanting to die. Like, you know, like what a full, like this is a complete 180 from last week, and this is where I want to be in my life. Because this morning I was able to get up, I did my fasted cardio, I read my book, I drank a coffee. I've just had a productive day already, and it's 9:30 and I'm not sitting on the couch just waiting to get through my day and waiting to go to bed again tonight. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. And it's just a huge accomplishment for me. And take this as a sign that if I can do it, you can do it, because if you told me like 4 months ago that I'd be here, I wouldn't believe you saying that. Like I went to a cottage for a whole weekend and I didn't get fucked up. What? Crazy. And I also think about all the money I saved too by not spending it on drinks, and yeah, but it was a great weekend, and I just wanted to share that highlight with you guys, because I share a lot of the bad, but I want to share the positive as well, because that is more important, and this is where I want to be. This is the goal. I know it won't always be perfect, obviously, but right now I am sitting so happy and feeling great, and just, yeah, I have a lot of self-love for me today, and I am thankful that I had my best interest in mind. And that's a reminder, nobody is looking out for you as much as you are, so you need to do what's best for you. I could have drank to impress those other people and to do what I maybe thought they wanted me to do, but at the end of the day, I'm the one sitting here with my own thoughts, and I'm the one who has to deal with the consequences of my actions. Like, nobody else is in my headspace. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you so much for watching this week's video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!